Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's been a long time since I put a video together. And this one I'm not really excited about. I wanted to bring you guys in on what's going on with me. This is Slow Stacker, by the way. Stacking it slow. Today I'm going to be stacking these. Due to my profession and being labeled as a essential employee, I was exposed to Corona. So I'm currently on day 1 of my 14-day quarantine. Yikes. I don't think that I'm going to test positive because I was wearing appropriate PPE. But out of abundance of caution, here I am. So I'm stuck in the guest room of my house, and I got a bathroom and shower and TV hooked up with all the fun stuff. I got Amazon Prime and Netflix and Disney Plus and whatnot. But basically, what am I going to be doing for 14 days? I went through where I keep these and I noticed these were all empty. So what an opportunity for me to take to get those fixed up. I also decided that I'm going to try to pick up a new skill. So I have been dabbling a little bit before with it, but I've got a couple of different locks. This is a practice lock for picking, and then I've got a Brinks lock here that I've been messing around with, and then I got a set of picks here. So I'm gonna work on lock picking and try to get that skill down. That'd be nice. It's really amazing how vulnerable our locks are to picking and whatnot, but basically I'm going to learn how to do that. So I'll be doing that for a while, and then I've got a bunch of books that I brought in that I'll probably be reading along with loading these boys up, which will probably take me an hour or so. I might not do all of these on camera because of the loud clicking noise that they produce. But anyway, so I'll probably stop doing that because I know that's probably annoying. So my thoughts, well, social distancing, really important thing to do. We've got to try our best to flatten the curve, meaning stay home. Don't go to the grocery store unnecessarily. When you do, take a mask with you if you have them. The N95 mask is sufficient to block Corona from getting in. And then basically, you know, pay attention to what you're touching. Wear gloves if you have them, and change your gloves often. Gloves are only good if you change them. When you take them off appropriately. I'm sure there's all kinds of good videos on how to take gloves off without touching your skin with the glove, where you basically flip them inside out. If I had a pair of gloves, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow to show you guys. But my plan is to do a video every day for 14 days, basically taking you through what I'm going through and give you a little glimpse of what it's like to be isolated. I I had to call the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, and let them know about my exposure. And the health board told me that I need to self-isolate for 14 days and call them back if I experience any symptoms. Right now I am symptom-free, but it's only been a couple days. And today is day 1 of my quarantine. So we will see, and I will definitely keep you guys updated as to what's going on with me. My silver is not for sale. I figure I'll probably get that question. But you know, that's basically what's going on with me. I'm gonna be reading some good books, mindset books and things like that, and then also some books that are kind of just fun. This one, Vince Flynn, Lethal Agent by Kyle Mills, is pretty cool. So I take the paperbacks off. Or not the paperbacks, the dust cover. But basically, you know, I'm just gonna try to occupy my time with things of value. Learning a new skill is good. And then I'll take the time to go through my bug out bag and try to make sure I've got everything situated in here, so that's something I'll probably do. And maybe by the next video I'll have all these bad boys loaded up. So leave me a comment, ask me any questions. If I can answer it, I will. If I can't, I'll let you know I can't answer it. I'm not really at liberty to discuss how I was put into contact with any of it, but if I can give any details, I will. And feel free to ask me. So it's really tough because I live at home with my wife and 2 children who are 4 years old, and it's been a day where no one has touched me, and that's kind of weird, you know. If you think about it, I like expressing my affection by hugging and holding hands and things like that, and I don't get any of that for 14 days. So that will be interesting. I'm trying to limit my exiting of this room as much as possible. I know it's not totally realistic, but I'm going to do my best to keep that going. I'm not really sure what else to say at this point. I get to catch up on my sleep a little bit, which is kind of nice. And then, so I was talking about like being careful about what you touch. So be careful about what you touch. And if you have to leave, or if I have to leave, I'm keeping track of the things I touch, and then sanitizing everything with bleach. And I'm probably going to go through the house tonight while everybody's sleeping, wipe all the door handles, sanitize the stuff I touched, and that way they're not at risk of getting it. And of course, while I leave the room, I'm wearing a mask. The N95 masks are one-time use, so that's another reason to limit the amount of time that you go out of the room, because every time you leave, you have to wear a new mask. Another thing that you need to be aware of is that the virus will stay on the surface of things. So if you're going to take your gloves off and you're wearing the mask, you need to take the mask off first and then the gloves, and dispose of those in a way that no one else touches them and things like that. Additionally, I heard that the virus will actually stay on items and can be shaken off of items. So if you are an essential employee and you come in to your house and you're wearing your boots or your clothing or your shoes or anything like that, and you shake them, that the virus can come off of that clothing and onto surfaces of things in your house. So I'm going to end the video there. Thank you guys for joining me. This is Slow Stacker, and I am stacking it slow, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.